Hello, 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 Misfits. Happy Thursday night. Today we're going to be taking our first look at Therapy Simulator. Step into the chair of a therapist in Therapy Simulator. Guide your patients through emotional journeys with branching dialogue choices, balance humor, humanity, and the chaos of therapy. This game was developed and published by Jemboy, has positive reviews. It is available. It came out on December 11th. It's currently on sale for $9.89 until the 25th of December. And I would like to thank Jemboy and keymailer for giving me a key to this game so we can try it out together. And this game has Twitch integration. So if you are on Twitch and you would like to become a patient, you use !therapy. And as the dialogue is happening, if you would like to help make a decision on how to speak to the patient, you use choose, ! choose. And then 1, 2, or 3. All right. Let's start a new game. The game is in early access. It does have a roadmap. They do plan on adding more patients, more types of diagnosis. Go to your office and prepare for the day. Oh. All right. Let's look at the settings. Let's turn VSync off. Okay. Right, the waiting room. Oh, this is a nice waiting room. Look at the view. Alright, turn on the computer, assign patients to the calendar, and start the day. Alright, Nathan Jones with an identity crisis, 9 a.m. And Johnny Sims with imposter syndrome is going to be 10 a.m. Start the day. Patients will first sit down in the waiting room. Then you can invite them to the therapy room for a session. Oh. Hello, Nathan Jones with your identity crisis. You've got a horse mask on. You have 2 sessions today. Have a seat across from your patient. Talk to your patients about their problems. You can treat them however you like, but remember, your decisions will matter. Okay. Nathan Jones. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask. So this is where you would use !choose and then 1, 2, or 3. I believe I have the Twitch integration set up, but I'm not positive. There's supposed to be a thing here. Okay. That sounds like you've been feeling invisible for a long time. That's pathetic, hiding behind a costume to feel important, or why do you think the mask changed how people treated you? Let's go with number 3. I'm not really sure. It just felt different when I wore it. 1. You're being ridiculous. It's just a stupid horse mask. Have you tried connecting with people without the mask on? Or it's okay to explore what masks make you feel more confident. Have you tried connecting with people without the mask on? The mask makes me feel powerful, like I'm someone worth noticing. Is the power you feel real or just an escape? Needing a mask to feel important is honestly just sad. What activities make you feel confident when you're not masked? I used to enjoy painting, but nobody ever cared about that. Would you consider showing your art to a small group? Of course nobody cared, you probably weren't very good. Or painting sounds meaningful, maybe you could share it with others. Maybe I could try sharing my work, that actually helps. I'm scared, but maybe this could help me find myself. Try not to mess this up like everything else. Take it one step at a time, you can do this. You've made real progress today, I'm proud of you. Thank you, I'll see you next week with hope. Okay, we made $200. This game apparently does have achievements. Okay, oh, looks like Johnny Sims is here. I wanna see if I can connect again. There we go. Alright, now the voting's there. Alright. Hello, Johnny Sims with imposter syndrome. Have a seat. Wow, we've got lots of books. Time to Die. Battle Until Death. Death Chord 3. Gruesome Men. Oh, I'm sorry. Just don't feel bad. Oh, okay, let's sit. Hello, Johnny Sims. I've been a doctor, a police officer, and a construction worker, but nothing feels right. What would help you feel more confident in your current role? Do you think you're searching for external validation rather than internal fulfillment? Sounds like you're just trying on costumes instead of living authentically. That's not helpful and frankly feels pretty dismissive of what I'm going through. Well, if the costume fits, maybe that's the real problem here. You look angry as crap. I'm just reflecting what you're telling me about yourself. I apologize. That was inappropriate and I should have been more sensitive. Okay, I appreciate that, and I'll try to keep talking about this. Every job I've had, I feel like everyone will discover I'm faking it. Could it be that you fear success more than you fear failure? What if you focused on one skill you know you're good at, and faking it is practically the job description for most careers anyway? I never thought about it that way before, but maybe that's true. What would success actually look like if you allowed yourself to achieve it? Recognizing these patterns is the first step towards real change, or so you sabotage yourself before success can expose you as a fraud. I think it would look like feeling calm and deserving of recognition. This gives me something real to think about and work toward. At least now you know what feeling deserving looks like hypothetically. You have the insight needed to overcome this, trust yourself more, or start small with that goal and build your confidence gradually. Let's go with number 2. That means a lot. I'll work on trusting myself more. Alright. Have a great day. Sometimes you'll have people who are not scheduled arrive at your door. You can invite them inside for a session. Hello? Oh. Austin Morgan. People pleasing. Alright, come on in. Oh, I have to take you from the waiting room, yeah? Alright, Austin Morgan, come on in and have a seat. I just can't say no to anyone and it's destroying me. So you'd rather be miserable than risk someone feeling slightly annoyed? What do you think makes it so hard for you to refuse? Or let's practice setting a boundary right now with a real example. Let's do what do you think makes it so hard for you to refuse? I don't know. Maybe I'm scared they'll think I'm selfish. Write down 3 times you could have said no last week. Being selfish might actually be an upgrade from being a doormat. Fear of judgment is common, but we can work through it. I guess I could try, but what if they get upset? It's normal to worry, but their reaction isn't your responsibility. Start small, say no to one minor request this week. Wow, preferring endless suffering over one awkward conversation, very clever. My sister asked me to babysit constantly, and I always say yes. Tell her you're available once a month, not whenever she asks. Does saying yes to her feel like proving your worth somehow? Or congratulations on becoming her free childcare service, what an achievement. Yes, like if I'm not useful, then I'm not lovable. Where do you think that belief first came from? Wow, this is getting deep. That's a painful belief, but it's not actually true. Nothing says lovable like being everyone's convenient backup plan. Where do you think that belief first came from? Probably from my mom. She always needed me to help. This is hard, but I think I'm starting to get it. You're making real progress. I'm proud of you. Keep exploring that connection. Write down what you discover, or let's see if you actually follow through this time. Write down what you discover. I will. Thanks for everything today. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, have a great day. I'm gonna go on the elevator. You're in the way. I went the wrong way. You can end the day by going back to the elevator. Okay, day 1. We made it to level 2. Our day ended at noon. Oh, we treated 3 patients. Gained 4 karma. Ooh. We earned 600 bucks. Alright, just another day in the office. Alright, let's see. What do we got here on the computer? Store? Oh, coming soon. Okay. Management, bills, pay our bills. Ooh, we can get therapy, cat, and dog. I'm going to launch the store page very soon. I would love to hear from you. Ooh, chairs, sofas, tables, Mark Buffalo. Oh. Art, a clarity station, some lounge. Alright, calendar. We got Sabrina, Brooks, and agoraphobia, whatever that means. And Simone Baxter is suffering from overthinking. Alright, let's start the day. Oh, look at that. You were here quick. Hello, Sabrina Brooks. We're about to figure out what you're afraid of. TV. Oh. No, we don't want that. Alright. I can't leave my apartment anymore. Everything outside terrifies me. Oh, okay. That's what you're afraid of. Okay. You're being ridiculous. Everyone goes outside without a problem. That sounds really difficult. I'm here to help you through this. When did you first notice these fears about going outside? It started about 6 months ago after a panic attack downtown. That's pathetic. One panic attack shouldn't ruin your whole life. I understand how scary that must have been for you. What if we practiced going to your mailbox first? I understand how scary that must have been for you. I don't know if I can ever feel normal again. Your feelings are valid and we can work through this together. Let's start with one small step you could take this week, or stop whining and just force yourself to go outside already. Your feelings are valid and we can work through this together. Thank you. I really needed to hear that today. The grocery store feels impossible now. Even thinking about it makes me shake. What if we broke the grocery store into smaller, manageable goals? Just order everything online then. Problem solved. What specific thoughts go through your mind about the grocery store? I think everyone's staring at me and I'll collapse in public. What evidence do you have that people actually notice you? People don't care about you as much as you think, or those thoughts are common with agoraphobia, and we can challenge them. Are you even qualified to be doing this job? I'm sorry, let me rephrase that in a more helpful way. Clearly, you're not ready to do the work required here. You're being too sensitive about straightforward questions. I don't think you're actually trying to help me anymore. Starting to think coming here was a mistake. We can find you a different therapist if that helps. Fine, leave then if you're going to be difficult. Let's give it one more session to work through this. Okay, I'll come back once more. Goodbye. Oh, I don't think we really helped you, but okay, bye. Have a great day. Wait, if you're afraid of going outside, how did you get here? That doesn't make any sense. Simone Baxter with overthinking. Alright. Oh, we have a surprise visitor. Let's go accept them a while so they can sit in the waiting room. Hello. Isabella Kakimoto with PTSD. Yeah, come on in. The more money, the better, right? Alright, Simone. I can't stop overthinking everything. It's driving me crazy. Same, girl, same. Let's start by identifying one specific thought pattern you can interpret today. Sounds like you're having a mental marathon with yourself as a competitor. What do you notice happens in your mind right before the overthinking starts? I guess it usually starts when I'm alone with nothing to distract me. That awareness is actually a powerful step toward making real changes. When you notice you're alone and spiraling, immediately call a friend instead. So basically, you overthink because you have too much free time available. I'm not sure I can actually stop myself once it starts happening. Try setting a timer for 5 minutes and letting yourself overthink intentionally. It's okay to feel uncertain. We'll work through this together step by step. Or maybe you just enjoy the mental gymnastics more than you'd like to admit. It's okay to feel uncertain. We'll work through this step by step. Thank you. I really needed someone who believes I can get better. Every small decision becomes this huge thing I analyze for hours afterward. Where do you think this need to analyze everything so deeply comes from? Pick one decision this week and commit to spending only 10 minutes on it, or hours on small decisions. You must have the cleanest house in town, closet in town. Where do you think this need to analyze everything so deeply comes from? Maybe it comes from my childhood when my parents criticized every choice I made. That must have been really hard, learning to doubt yourself so young. Understanding that root helps us see why your mind developed this protective pattern, or so you're basically just replaying your parents' criticism on an endless loop. That makes sense. I never thought about it as as something protective before. I'm starting to see this might be something I can actually work on. You made real progress today in understanding yourself. Well done, truly. Don't overthink this breakthrough too much, or you'll ruin the whole thing. Keep building on this awareness and practice the techniques we discussed together. I appreciate your help today. I'll keep working on these new techniques. Alright, have a great day. Don't overthink your walk to the elevator. Alright, Isabella, come on in with your PTSD. I keep having nightmares about the accident and I can't sleep anymore. So you're letting some bad dreams control your entire life now? Let's work on some grounding techniques you can use when the nightmares happen. Tell me more about how these nightmares are affecting your daily life. And remember, chat, with exclamation choose and then 1, 2, or 3, you can help vote on the decisions. How about let's work on some grounding techniques? I guess I could try something, but I don't know if it'll work. You could also just stay scared forever if that's easier for you. It's okay to feel uncertain and we'll figure this out together. Or start with one small step, like practicing deep breathing for 5 minutes daily. Let's do the 5 minutes. The flashbacks happen randomly and I feel like I'm back there again. What specific triggers have you noticed that bring on these flashbacks? Sounds like you enjoy the attention from your little episodes, or let's develop a plan for when flashbacks occur to help you feel safer. Let's go with 3. What kind of plan would help me? I feel so out of control. We can practice the 5 senses grounding technique right now if you'd like. Your feelings are valid and healing takes time. At least you're consistent with feeling helpless all the time. Let's practice the grounding techniques. Yes, I'm willing to try that technique today. I'm glad I came today, even though it was hard. Practice those techniques and track what works best for you. I'm proud of your courage, and I'll see you next week. Try not to mess everything up before our next session. I'm proud of your courage, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye. Have a great day. Alright, let's look management. A secretary for 4,000. Oh. Alright. Oh, there's someone else. Hello. Zoya Sakamoto. Toxic girlfriend. Alright, yes. Let's discuss your toxic girlfriend. Look at all of our plants. Oh, we can close the blinds. Yes, let's do that. Can we close the curtain? Oh, yeah. Make it feel real private in here. Hello. Welcome. Those shoes don't match your outfit. Oh, you're not even gonna look at me? This is gonna be great. Oh, there we go. My girlfriend constantly puts me down and I don't know what to do. You're being ridiculous. What specific behaviors make you feel this is a toxic partner? That sounds really painful and you deserve to feel valued in your relationship. I guess I just worry that maybe I'm overreacting to everything she says. Your feelings are valid and recognizing the problem is an important first step. Have you considered having a direct conversation with her about your feelings or stop whining? Let's see. Hello, Rob. We're trying out Therapy Simulator tonight. If you use exclamation point therapy, you can become a patient. And if you use exclamation point choose and then the numbers 1, 2, or 3, you can help determine how we respond to what the patient is complaining about. It looks like it's going to be quite fun. It is a lot of reading. It's very relaxing. So we're just gonna hang out and do this for tonight. See what it's all about. Okay. So she is suffering from a toxic girlfriend. I guess I just worry that maybe I'm overreacting to everything she says. We already read all this. How about have you considered having a direct conversation with her about your feelings? She also monitors my phone and gets angry when I see my friends. Let's work on creating an exit strategy if things don't improve. Those are classic signs of controlling behavior in relationships, or you seem pretty weak if you let her walk all over you. Alright, well, those are classic signs of controlling behavior in relationships. So it's not just me being too sensitive about how she treats me. 1. You sound needy. 2. Isolation from friends is often how abusive relationships escalate over time, or not at all. Your reactions to her behavior are completely reasonable. The last one sounds good. That really helps me feel less crazy about the whole situation. I think I finally understand what I need to do next. Trust your instincts and reach out if you need anything. You've taken an important step toward a healthier future today, or don't come back if you haven't made progress. I like that they give you the ability to be like a super awful therapist, like if you really wanted to. And there's like a good and evil scale up here. A little humor thrown in. Yeah, let's do you've taken an important step toward a healthier future today. Thank you for everything. This really helps. You're welcome. Have a great day. You walk so slowly. Alright, doesn't look like we have any more customers. Oh, here's a patient. Guess we'll just wait then. What's wrong with their road? Did it rain? Alright, looks like we got Aaron Kong with mood swings. Alright, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Anyone else? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's deal with your mood swings, sure. Sir, come on in. Have a seat. If only you could just hover over everyone and see their problems. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? My mood swings are completely out of control and ruining my life. What situations typically happen right before your mood changes? Let's start tracking your moods daily to identify patterns and triggers. So you're basically just riding an emotional roller coaster all day. If you're watching in YouTube, since it is Twitch integration, if you just want to type a number in chat, we'll go off of that as well. You can just type 1, 2, or 3. Let's do what situations typically happen right before your mood changes. I'm not really sure what causes them, to be honest. Most people know what bothers them without needing a therapist. That's completely normal. We can explore this together now. Let's try recording our daily activities and see what emerges. Let's explore this together now. I don't know if writing things down will actually help me. Did I say anything about writing things down? It's okay to feel uncertain. We'll figure this out together. You could always just keep guessing what's wrong instead. Just start small. Just note 3 moods each day this week. Ooh, let's do that one. Sometimes I'm fine and then suddenly I feel rage or deep sadness. Try breathing exercises when you feel a mood shift starting. How long do these mood episodes typically last for? Sounds like you're quite the drama queen today, aren't you? Let's try breathing exercises. I've never tried breathing exercises, but I'm willing to learn. You're taking a brave step by trying something new. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique 3 times daily. Breathing exercises have very original and groundbreaking for you. Quite the drama queen, yeah. Alright, practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Okay, I can commit to trying that every day this week. I'm feeling more hopeful about managing this now. Try not to swing too wildly before our next session. Keep up the breathing practice and track your results daily. Or I'm proud of your progress and I'll see you next week. Definitely see you next week. We want money. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to next time. You're welcome. Why are you looking at me like that? You have a problem? Anyone else? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I guess we'll end the day. Alright, 5 patients. 4 were satisfied. We gained 10 karma, so I guess that's good. We earned $1,000. Nice. Alright. Back to the office. Whoa, what's that? Open sesame. Alright, management bills. Pay the bills. Calendar. Okay. We've got 4 patients today. We got Emmanuel Montanez with death anxiety. I did see Food Processing Sim got an update. It also released today. I do believe we're going to be doing that probably tomorrow. But I'm not sure, so don't hold me to that. Okay, we got Juliet Barajas with body dysmorphia. Let's do you first. That sounds fun. Okay, 9. Rob, you've got apathy. We'll do you at 10. Genevieve Peters with hypersomnia or the death anxiety and then hypersomnia. Ooh, it's gonna be a busy day today. Ooh, it's probably on sale. It's probably part of the winter sale, huh? It's ooh, it's 20% off. It's on sale for $10.39. That's exciting. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm ready. Juliet. Rob, you're a girl. Whoa, excuse you. How rude. You just closed the door. Oh, we should probably close the door. Alright, Juliet. I spend hours staring at my face and I hate everything I see. Are you a teenager? Everyone thinks they're uglier than they actually are, you know. When did you first notice these feelings about your appearance? Or let's start by covering all mirrors in your home for 1 week. When did you first notice these feelings? Maybe around high school, but it's gotten so much worse lately. High school can be tough. Those experiences shape us deeply. Worse lately probably means you're just more aware of normal flaws, or try keeping a journal of when these thoughts feel most intense. I don't know if I can do that. It sounds scary. What? Okay, sure. Start small, then just cover your bedroom mirror for 3 days. It's okay to feel scared when trying something new and challenging. You can always just stop looking so much. That works too. Thank you. I really needed to hear that right now. I avoid going out because I'm convinced people are staring at me. Maybe they're staring because you act so weird about your appearance. What would happen if you went out without checking yourself first? Or do you think others notice what you see in yourself? I think I'd panic and feel completely exposed and vulnerable out there. That panic is your mind trying to protect you unnecessarily. So you'd panic over something that's probably all in your head, or next time you feel panic, try going out for just 5 minutes. That makes sense. Maybe I can try to challenge those thoughts. This session actually helped me see things a bit differently today. I'm proud of your progress. See you next week at the same time. Well, try not to overthink everything before we meet again. Practice that 5 minute challenge and we'll discuss it next session. Okay, I'm proud of your progress. Thank you so much. I'm actually looking forward to next week. Okay, good luck. Alright, Rob, let's deal with your apathy here. Come on in. Welcome, Rob. I just don't care about anything anymore. Nothing seems to matter. That's pathetic. You need to snap out of it. That sounds really difficult. I'm glad you're sharing this with me. When did you first notice this feeling of not caring? That sounds really difficult, and I'm glad you're sharing this with me. I guess it's been building up, but I feel kind of stuck. Stop whining and do something about it already. It's okay to feel stuck. We can work through this together. What's one small thing you used to enjoy doing? Everything feels like going through the motions without any real purpose. Going through the motions is pretty lazy if you ask me. Let's identify one activity to try this week, however small. Do you think this emphasis is protecting you from something? Maybe it's easier to feel nothing than to feel pain. That's a really insightful connection you've made there. What pain do you think you might be avoiding, or feeling nothing is just giving up on life? Okay, what pain do you think you might be avoiding? You're right, I need to think about what I'm running from. I feel like I actually learned something useful today. Maybe next time you'll make actual real progress. You did good work today. Be proud of yourself. Or keep exploring those feelings and we'll talk next session. Let's keep exploring those feelings. I will. Thanks for your help. You're welcome. Did I help you, Rob? Do you feel like you care about things more now? Oh. Oh, shoot. I don't know who is next. Let me look at my calendar. Hold on. Okay, Emmanuel, you're next. Are you? Oh, the death anxiety. Yeah, that's right. Got a full lobby, yeah. Oh, is there anyone in the hall? Sometimes there's people in the hall. There's not today. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's deal with your death anxiety. I can't stop thinking about dying, and it's consuming my entire life. You're being ridiculous. Everyone dies, so just get over it already. That sounds really frightening, and I'm glad you're sharing this with me. What specific thoughts about death are troubling you the most right now? I keep imagining the moment itself. Like, what will it feel like? Those fears are valid, and we can work through them together carefully. That's pathetic. Plenty of people handle mortality without falling apart like you. Or have you tried writing down these thoughts when they occur at night? Ooh, that's a good one. It started after my father passed away suddenly 3 months ago now. 3 months and you're still whining? Your father would be so disappointed. Oh my god. Let's develop a plan for managing panic when death thoughts appear suddenly. Grief can trigger I can't even existential fears. Does that connection resonate with you at all? Yes, losing him made me realize I'll die too someday and alone. It's understandable that his death triggered these deep questions for you. Everyone dies alone anyway, so stop pretending you're special or different somehow. Do you think fearing your own death is about being alone specifically? Yes, maybe if I understand the fear, I can manage it better. I think I have some tools now to face this anxiety better. Keep that momentum going, and we'll build on this progress next time. You've done important work today. Remember to be patient with yourself always. Try not to mess this up before I see you again. I'm actually looking forward to next session. Thanks for your help today. You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Comforted 10 patients during therapy. Nice. Anyone out here? No. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, excuse you. Alright, you've got hypersomnia. Alright. Genevieve. Get in here. Yeah, it's a nice door, I know. Alright. I sleep 12 hours a day and I'm still exhausted all the time. Because you're oversleeping. What do you think might be causing this excessive need for sleep? 12 hours and still tired sounds like you're living the dream, literally. Let's start tracking your sleep patterns and establish a consistent wake up time. What do you think might be causing this excessive need for sleep? I don't know, maybe stress or something deeper is going on here. Stress or something deeper? That's pretty vague, don't you think already? Your awareness of the problem is the first important step forward here. Let's schedule a medical evaluation to rule out any physical causes. Ooh, let's do that one. I've missed work 3 times this month because I can't wake up. We need to contact your doctor about a sleep study right away. Missing work suggests this is severely impacting your daily functioning and responsibilities. Maybe your boss should just install a bed at your desk. Uh, Alright, I'm gonna do that one. I came here for help, not to be really ridiculed about my problems. Let's move forward and focus on practical steps for your recovery now. Oh, come on, you're being way too sensitive about this whole thing. You're absolutely right, and I apologize for my unprofessional behavior. No. Let's move forward. You keep deflecting instead of actually acknowledging what we've done wrong here. I'm not sure I can trust your advice anymore after today. Focus on getting that medical evaluation. We will reconnect after that happens. I understand, and I hope we can rebuild that trust moving forward. Trust me or don't, but at least get the sleep study done. Let's do the medical evaluation. Alright, I'll schedule that and maybe we'll talk again after the results. Oh, okay. See ya. Think we made her a little angry. Anyone Anyone else out here? Oh. Bye-bye, sleepyhead. Zayden is suffering from chronic boredom. Oh, okay. Oh, and there's someone else. Bipolar disorder. Oh, boy. Oh, yes. You can come in, too. Come on in. Yep. Come on in. I like your ponytail. They all they all have weird grins. Oh. Maybe they're secret psycho killers. Ahem. Oh. They all cross their leg like that. I never noticed. Everything feels so dull and repetitive, like I'm just going through motions. When did you first notice this pattern of boredom starting? That sounds really difficult to experience day after day. You're being ridiculous. Everyone gets bored sometimes. When did you first notice this pattern? I guess it started a few months ago, maybe longer. Your feelings are valid. Let's explore this together. That's pathetic. You can't remember when it started. What specific moments feel most boring to you? Nothing excites me anymore. Work, hobbies, even seeing friends feels empty. Let's try one new activity this week, something completely different. Maybe you're just lazy and looking for excuses. Have you experienced any major life changes recently? My job changed. I moved cities about 6 months ago. So you're bored because you made bad life choices. How did those transitions affect your daily routines? And those are significant changes. Adjusting takes time. Everything changed. I lost my routines and my support system. I see now how these changes contributed to my boredom. You're making real progress in understanding yourself. Start rebuilding those routines and connections this week. Don't expect miracles. You dug yourself into this hole. Let's do the routines. I'm ready to make changes. See you next week. Alright, see you next week. Unless you die from boredom first. Anyone else out here? Hello? No? Okay. Alright, bipolar disorder. Well, let's see how this one goes. He might be nuts. Well, we'll find out. I can't handle these mood swings anymore. They're destroying my life. You're being ridiculous. Everyone has mood swings sometimes. I hear you, and we're going to work through this together. Can you describe what happens when your mood starts to shift? I hear you, and we're going to work through this together. It's hard to explain, but I feel like I'm losing control. Losing control is frightening, but recognizing it is an important first step. Let's create a plan to help you identify triggers early on. Stop whining about losing control and just get it together. Let's do the plan. When I'm manic, I spend all my money and burn every bridge. Sounds like you just enjoy the attention from your drama. Have you considered keeping a mood journal to track patterns? Or what do you think triggers these manic episodes? Let's do that one. Lack of sleep definitely makes it worse. Stress too, probably. Alright, I'm going to give you a sleeping pill and you'll be great. Sleep is critical. Let's establish a consistent bedtime routine together. Yes, I will read you a story. Those are very valuable insights into your condition. You probably stay up late because you like being unstable. Let's establish a consistent bedtime routine together. That makes sense. I'm willing to try that approach. What else can I do to manage this better? Maybe you'll actually follow through this time. Monitor your sleep and mood, then report back to me. Keep up the good work. You're doing really well. Monitor your sleep and mood. I'll do my best. See you next week. Alright, see ya. Gosh, you look like a crazy. Anyone else? No, we're done for the day. Oh, okay, we're done for the day. Sounds great. 3 p.m.? Alright, alright. It was a little bit longer. We treated 6 patients. Oh, we only had 5 satisfied patients and we gained 5 karma points. I wish I knew what the karma points were for. We made $1,200. Alright. Another day, another dollar. Another person's problems to listen to. Had ads? Was he crazy? No, he was just suffering from sleep deprivation. He couldn't sleep and it was making his manic episodes worse. Oh, why? Oh, those are the tutorial. All right, we got Royalty Blake with seasonal depression. It's because your name is Royalty Blake. Should we schedule you for Friday? All right, let's go. We're close. We don't work on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, we're almost done with the week. All right, we'll do seasonal depression first. Amy Galvez, guilt complex. Okay, we'll do you second. All right, start the day. Only 2 people today. Oh, hello, welcome. Come on, bring on the seasonal depression. Walk in there. You're depressed because what? Because it's winter? Yep. I feel so terrible every... Hello, tree. The therapy simulator is actually quite entertaining. Alright, Royalty Blake is suffering from seasonal depression. Wait, aren't you supposed to be streaming? It's Thursday. I feel so terrible every winter, like the darkness just swallows me whole. Have you noticed any patterns in when these feelings start each year? That sounds really difficult and I want to help you through this. Everyone gets sad sometimes. Stop being so dramatic about the weather. Let's help you through it. I guess I'm scared to admit how bad. It seems like it would be. The responses you can choose from make it quite entertaining. Oh, you're streaming in half an hour. Well, if you're still on when I get off, I'll bring my chat over to say hi. And thanks for stopping in before your stream. I appreciate it. Okay. It gets really bad sometimes. Your feelings are valid and we can work through this together safely. And the game has Twitch integration, so if you use exclamation point therapy, you can become a patient. And if you use exclamation point choose and then 1, 2, or 3, you can choose the response to whatever the patient is complaining about. Alright, let's explore some concrete strategies to help you manage these winter months. You're probably just making excuses for being lazy during winter. Yeah, it does make the game a lot better. Having chat be able to decide for you. And then be a patient. Rob was in here earlier. He was a lady that suffered from apathy. Let's explore some concrete strategies to help you manage these winter months. The lack of sunlight makes everything harder, even getting out of bed. Do you think the sunlight affects your energy or your mood more? Have you considered trying light therapy or vitamin D supplements? Maybe you should just move somewhere sunny instead of complaining constantly. Have you considered trying light therapy? I've heard about light therapy, but never really looked into it seriously. So you're saying you lack the willpower to function like normal people? Let's create a plan to adjust your energy levels first thing. Your insight about the energy and mood connection is really helpful. Let's create a plan. You would love to have two games running, one just giving the worst advice, another try-hard game giving good advice for science. Of course. Alright. I did notice that time stops when you're in a session, and that's a little weird to me, but alright. Yes, having a concrete plan makes this feel much more manageable now. I think I can actually try some of these things before winter hits. Don't expect miracles, you'll probably fail like you usually do. Start small this week and we'll build on your progress next session. I'm proud of your willingness to try and I'll be here supporting you. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week feeling more prepared. Okay. Go find the sun. Oh, are you? Oh, yeah. Okay, guilt complex. That's right. Anyone else out here? Oh, you are creepy looking. Oh, great. Gabriel, it has suffers from perfectionism. You look like you would be suffering for perfectionism. It goes to like 45 minutes later. Maybe it's because when you're in the therapy, you're so busy talking to them that you don't realize the time ticking, so they just stop it. I don't know. But we made it to level 5, whatever that means. Alright, guilt complex. I feel guilty about everything, even things that aren't my fault. Where do you think this pattern of guilt started in your life? Let's start by listing one thing you feel guilty about this week. So you're personally responsible for all the world's problems then? Let's start by listing one thing you feel guilty about. I guess I could try that, but I don't know if it'll help. Small steps are perfectly fine. We'll work through this together gradually. Pick just one recent situation and describe what happened without judging yourself. Maybe guilt is just your way of feeling important and special. Let's do describe what happened. Yesterday, I felt guilty for not calling my mom back immediately. What would happen if you didn't feel guilty about that situation? Does your mom expect immediate responses, or is this your own standard? Your poor mother probably feels so neglected by your terrible behavior. Mm. Um, Poor mom. Does your mom expect immediate responses? It's my standard, really. She's never complained about my response time. You've invented a problem just to have something to feel bad about. That's an important insight. You're holding yourself to unrealistic standards. Why do you think you've created such strict internal rules? Maybe because I always felt I had to be perfect growing up. This gives me something concrete to work on between our sessions. Try not to overthink everything as usual on your way out. You're on the right path towards healthier thought patterns and focus on the exercises we discussed. You're on the right path. I appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. We almost have enough money for a secretary. Do we pay our bills? I'm sorry, sir. You're going to have to wait. I need to pay my bills. Look, you can have a therapy cat and dog. I think we're going to save for that instead of a secretary. Do we have enough? Oh, we do. Should we get a cat or a dog? The dog is a gentle therapy dog that walks around your clinic spreading love and comfort to patients. Or the therapy cat is a sleepy therapy cat that naps all day, bringing cozy vibes and calm energy. What are we thinking? Cat or dog? Dog. Dog it is. Where's the dog? Oh. 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 Okay. Alright. Oh. And bam, he is there. Chronic lying. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, you get in there. Alright, let's work on your perfectionism. Go back to our calendar. Hello. I can't stand myself when I make even the smallest mistake. Stop whining about every little thing you mess up. Where do you think this need for perfection comes from? It sounds like you're being really hard on yourself right now. Pick your nose. Alright, where do you think this need for perfection comes from? I'm not really sure. Maybe my parents expected a lot from me? That's pathetic. Blaming your parents for your problems. Those expectations can really shape how we see ourselves now. What's one area... What? The dog just barged in the middle of the session. What's one area where you could practice accepting imperfection? I spent hours redoing work that's already good enough. Wasting time like that shows you have no self-control. What do you fear will happen if your work isn't perfect? Let's set a time limit for revisions on your next project. Ooh, let's do the time limit. That sounds terrifying, but maybe I could try it. Yes, suck it up. Your courage to try something new is really admirable. You'll probably fail at it like everything else. Start small and notice how it feels to let go. Yes, I'm willing to give that approach a try. This has been really helpful. I feel lighter somehow. Keep being kind to yourself. You're making real progress. Practice your time limits and we'll discuss next week. I will. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Pet the dog on your way out. Pet the dog. I pet the dog for you. Is there anyone else out here? No? Alright. Chronic lying. Sounds great. In we go. I lie about everything and I don't know how to stop. You're being ridiculous. Everyone lies sometimes. What situations tend to trigger your lying the most? It takes courage to admit that. Thank you for being honest with me. Can't say that to someone who lies all the time. I guess it started when I was younger to avoid getting in trouble. What would it look like to respond truthfully in those situations now? That's pathetic. You're not a child anymore. That makes sense. We can work through this together. Let's do that one. I want to change from scared people will hate the real me. Let's start by identifying one relationship where you can practice honesty. Oh, that's pretty good. Stop whining and just tell the truth for once. Your fear is valid, but authenticity builds real connections. Let's go with number 1. I lied to my boss yesterday about why I was late again. Tomorrow, try being honest about one small thing and see what happens. Why do you think you chose to lie in that moment? Of course you did. You always take the easy way out. Why do you think you chose to lie in that moment? I was afraid of being judged or losing my job completely. So you're a coward who can't face consequences. Fear of judgment is powerful, but it's holding you back. What's the worst realistic outcome if you had told the truth? I'm sorry, but I really want to do number 1. What is wrong with you? Why are you attacking me? You seem very defensive right now about receiving feedback. I'm sorry, let's take a breath and start over. Maybe you're just too weak to handle real therapy. I'm sorry. You keep hurting me and then acting like I'm the problem. I don't think this therapy is helping me at all. Fine, quit therapy like you quit everything else. We can find you a different therapist. Take some time to think about whether you want to continue. Yeah, I need to consider my options here. Oh. I'm sorry, I thought you were lying about everything. Yes, I'm sorry. I thought you were just lying all the time. Didn't believe a word out of your mouth. Alright, 1:05 and we're ending the day. Okay then. Alright, you guys are about to hit an ad, and I'm going to take a quick break because I definitely need a drink. This is a lot of talking, so I will be right back. Alright, Rob, good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, I am back. We treated 4 patients, gained 4 karma, and we only made $800 today. Okay. It's Friday, the last day of the week. Oh. Assistant intern, marketing manager, storage room, accountant, secretary. Oh, it's over here. Hangout lounge. Oh, can't go in there. Okay. All right. Bills. All right. We've only got 2 scheduled patients today. We got Zoya Ko with academic pressure. All right. 9 a.m. What? Malik Bridges is a control freak. Oh. All right. Let's start the day. Pet the dog. Hello. Academic pressure. I can't handle all this pressure from school anymore. It's crushing me. What specifically about school is creating the most pressure for you right now? You're being ridiculous. Everyone deals with school stress. That sounds really overwhelming, and I want to help you through this. What specifically about school is creating the most pressure for you? Well, mostly it's the constant exams and my parents expecting perfect grades. That's pathetic. Other students handle way more than you do. That pressure from exams and parents sounds incredibly stressful for you. Have you tried talking to your parents about their expectations lately? The worst part is I study constantly, but I still feel unprepared. Do you think perfectionism might be making you feel nothing is enough? What study methods are you currently using to prepare for the exams? And maybe you're just too smart, not smart enough for your current classes. Um, do you think perfectionism? Maybe you're right. I do expect myself to be perfect always. Perfectionism is just an excuse for being afraid of hard work. Where do you think this need for perfection originally came from? Recognizing that pattern is an important first step towards managing it. Let's do that one. Thank you for helping me see that about myself today. This session has helped me understand myself better. Thank you. Try not to overthink everything like you always do. Keep practicing those insights and check in with me at the next session, or you made real progress today. You should feel proud of yourself. I really appreciate your support. See you next session. All right, see you then. All right, is there anyone else out here? There is. Jeremy is, oh god, schizophrenia. Okay. And we've got Isaac Green with jealousy. Oh. Alright, well, you have a scheduled appointment. Alright, control freak. I need everyone to do things my way or everything falls apart. That's pathetic. You need to let people handle their own responsibilities. What makes you believe things will fall apart without your constant control? Or it sounds like you're carrying a lot of pressure to keep things together. What makes you believe things will fall apart without your constant control? Maybe I do worry too much about what might go wrong. Your awareness of this pattern is an important first step. Could you identify one situation where you might loosen your grip slightly, or you're being ridiculous, just let go of things that don't matter. Let's do identify one situation. My team at work resents me because I micromanage every single detail. Maybe your team would work better if you weren't so insufferable. Do you think your need for control might stem from fear? What would happen if you delegated one task completely without checking in? I'm terrified they'll mess it up and I'll look incompetent. So you'd rather be miserable than risk losing slightly less than perfect? What's the worst realistic outcome if someone made a minor mistake? That fear is valid, but consider how exhausting this burden must be. If someone made a minor mistake, I suppose the company wouldn't collapse over a small error or two. So what should I actually do differently starting this week then? Start small, delegate one task, and resist checking in on it constantly. You're making real progress. Try not controlling everything or don't. I don't really care either way. Start small, delegate. I'll try my best with that. See you next time, therapist. Sure. We're almost level 6. Is there anyone else out here? No? Okay. You were next, so schizophrenia it is. The voices are getting worse, and I don't know what to do anymore. Let's work on you using your coping strategies when you hear the voices. Are you sure they're even real or just in your head? Can you tell me more about when these voices tend to be strongest? They're worse at night when I'm alone and everything gets quiet. Sounds like you're enjoying the attention from having special voices. That must feel very isolating when you're dealing with this alone. Have you been taking your medication at the same time each night? The voices tell me horrible things, and sometimes I can't tell what's real. Have you considered that maybe you're imagining the whole thing? What do the voices typically say to you when they appear? Let's create a plan for when the voices become overwhelming. I want to know what they say to you. They say I'm worthless and that everyone would be better off without me. Oh gosh. Those must be really painful thoughts to have in your head. Do these thoughts get worse when you're under more stress? Maybe the voices are just your conscience trying to tell you something. Holy crap. Okay, let's do stress. Yes, definitely worse when I'm stressed or haven't slept well. I'm glad we could talk this through and figure things out. Keep track of your stress levels and we'll discuss next time. Don't forget to actually follow through or you made real progress. Keep track of your stress levels. I'll do that. Thank you for listening to me today. You're welcome. Oh, we're a rational apprentice now. Oh, dog. Alright, no one else is out here. So it looks like you're probably our last person. Let's deal with your jealousy. We made it to level 6. Hello, Isaac. I can't stop feeling jealous when my partner talks to other people. Sounds like you're really committed to sabotaging your own relationship here. What's one concrete step you could take to manage these feelings better? Where do you think this jealousy originally comes from in your life? Maybe it's from my childhood, but I'm not really sure. Exploring the past can help us understand the present feelings better. Start tracking when these jealous thoughts appear and what triggers them. Playing detective with your childhood is easier than fixing yourself now. Let's start tracking when the jealous thoughts appear. It's worse when they laugh with someone or text late at night. What could you do next time you notice those jealous feelings arising? What do you think their laughter or text means to you personally? Getting worked up over text, how very dramatic and modern of you. Let's do what do you think their laughter and texting means. I think it means that they prefer that person's company over mine. That interpretation makes sense given how painful jealousy can feel. Is there evidence supporting that belief, or could there be other explanations? Jumping to conclusions must be your favorite form of mental exercise. Let's do evidence. I never thought about it that way before. That's actually helpful. This gives me something concrete to work on between our sessions. Okay, keep noting those patterns and we'll build on this next week. I'm glad we could find some helpful insights for you today. Don't overthink it too much, you'll just confuse yourself more. I'm glad we could find helpful insights today. Yes, thank you. I'm feeling much better about things now. Okay, you're welcome. Alright, looks like we're ending the day early on Friday. Nice. Okay, we treated 4 patients. We gained 3 karma. We only made $800. Okay. Alright, Monday. Complete your first week as a licensed therapist. Nice. Alright, so we're saving up for the secretary, which is 4,000. Wonder if you can have a cat and a dog. Pay the bills. Ooh, we've got 3 today. Okay. Alright. Harrio Bell with anger management. Moses with existential crisis. Oh, that one sounds very important. Let's do you first. And Leah, or Lee, with claustrophobia. We'll do anger management last. Start the day. Okay, 3 patients today. Oh, you're like right there. All right, existential crisis. Come on in. Alright. I feel like nothing I do matters and life has no real purpose. Oh no, not another midlife crisis in the making. Let's start by identifying one small meaningful action you can take today. What specific moment triggered these feelings about purpose and meaning? I'm not sure where to even begin with something like that. Pick one thing that used to bring you joy and do it tomorrow. It's okay to feel uncertain. We'll explore this together at your pace. Everyone struggles with baby steps. It's quite entertaining, really. We'll explore this together at your pace. Thank you. I really appreciate your understanding and patience with me. Wake up every day wondering why I'm even going through the motions. This pattern suggests you're disconnected from your core values. Going through motions, how very robot of you, or what's one activity that made you feel alive in the past? This pattern suggests you're disconnected from your core values. I guess I've been living on autopilot without really thinking about values. Awareness is powerful, and now we can work on reconnecting with those values. Autopilot mode, just like everyone else these days, or write down 3 values that matter most to you by tomorrow. Yeah, let's write down 3 values. That's a good exercise. I'll really think about my values. I feel like I have a direction now, even if small. Keep momentum going and check in with me about your progress. I'm glad we could find a path forward together, or small directions are better than your previous aimless wandering. I'm glad we could find the path. Yes, thank you for your help and guidance today. You're welcome. Have a great day. Is there anyone out here? There is. What are you dealing with? Hoarding. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. Who's next on our calendar? Lee with claustrophobia. Is that you? It is. You're next. Oh, there's another person. Infidelity. Oh. Oh, we've got a full house. Alright. Claustrophobia. I can't handle being in small spaces. It makes me panic. So you're afraid of a little closet? When did you first notice these feelings about enclosed spaces? Let's practice some breathing exercises you can use in tight spaces. When did you first notice these feelings? I think it started after I got stuck in an elevator. Well, that would explain it. That must have been a frightening experience for you. Getting stuck once and now you're scared forever. Let's develop coping strategies for when you encounter tight spaces. That must have been a frightening experience for you. I'm not sure breathing will help when I'm trapped. Maybe you just need to toughen up a bit. We'll start small and gradually increase your exposure to enclosed spaces. Your fears are valid and we'll work through this together. We'll start small and gradually increase your exposure. I avoid elevators, crowded trains, even small rooms at work. Avoiding trains seems a bit extreme, don't you think? What physical sensations do you experience in these situations? We'll create a hierarchy of fears and tackle them one at a time. What physical sensations? My heart races, I sweat, and I feel like I can't breathe. How long do these symptoms typically last for you? Sounds like you're having a regular panic attack. Those are those are classic anxiety symptoms. We can manage them effectively. How long do they last? Usually 10 to 15 minutes, but it feels like forever. Should I keep a journal of when these symptoms happen? Yes, tracking patterns will help us understand your triggers better. A journal for being scared. How very dramatic of you. Keep notes and we'll analyze them next session. Tracking patterns. That's a great idea. I'll start tracking everything tonight. Okay, you get right on that. Is there anyone else out here? No. Okay, good. Alright, these are all walk-ins then. We've got hoarding, anger management, and infidelity. Oh wait, no, I think anger management was... Yeah, anger management was scheduled, so we'll take you. I keep losing my temper at work and it's getting me in trouble. Let's work on some practical techniques you can use when you feel angry. Sounds like someone needs a nap before their next tantrum at the office. What do you think triggers these angry reactions at work? I guess it's usually when people don't listen to my ideas. That's a very common trigger, and we can definitely work with that. So you get mad when people have their own opinions. Next time it happens, step away from the situation for 5 minutes. Ooh, yeah, next time it happens. My boss said if I lose control one more time, I'm fired. Let's explore what losing your job would mean to you emotionally. We should develop a specific action plan to prevent that from happening. Well, have you considered just being less annoying to your boss? Let's explore what losing your job would mean to you emotionally. I guess it would mean I'm a failure who can't control myself. Those thoughts are exactly what we need to challenge and reframe together. So dramatic, you should write greeting cards for a living. Is that belief based on facts or just your emotional reaction? Let's do the first one. You're right. I think I can work on changing those thoughts. This is giving me a lot to think about moving forward. You've done great work today. I'm proud of you. Put those new thoughts into practice and track your progress. Don't overthink. I'm so proud of you. That really helps. Thank you. I'll see you soon. All right. See you soon. Is there anyone else out here? No. Okay. Hoarding was next. Alright, hoarding. I can't throw anything away, and my apartment is completely filled with stuff. What do you think is making it so difficult to let go of things? That sounds really overwhelming, and I'm here to help you work through this. You're being ridiculous. Just throw things in the trash and move on. What do you think is making it so difficult to let go of things? I guess I'm afraid of needing something after I throw it away. That's pathetic. You're just making excuses to avoid doing the work. That fear is valid. Let's explore where it comes from together. Let's create a plan for what items are truly essential. Ooh, yeah, let's do that one. My family won't visit anymore because there's nowhere for them to sit down. Would you be willing to try discarding just one item before our next session? Have you experienced any significant losses that might relate to this behavior? You're pathetic if you can't even maintain relationships because of this problem. Um, let's do discarding one item. Maybe I could try with something small like old magazines or junk mail. Perfect. Let's set a specific goal. Hello, warrior. I'm filling one small bag this week. That's a great starting point and shows real courage on your part. Or old magazines. How impressive. You're still drowning in your own garbage, though. That's a great starting point and shows real courage on your part. I feel a little hopeful that maybe I can actually make some progress. I'm nervous, but I think I'm ready to try making a change. Remember your goal, one small bag, and we'll build from there. Try not to fail like you usually do. Goodbye and good luck. I'm proud of your commitment. See you next week and take care. Remember your goal. I really appreciate your help today. I'll see you next week. Thanks. The game is really fun. I'm actually really enjoying it. I wish I did have more viewers so people could vote and help me decide on answers. But other than that, it's you're dealing with abandonment. Oh great. I actually really like it. Alright, you are dealing with infidelity. If you use exclamation point therapy, you could become a patient as well. Alright. Grayson is suffering from infidelity here. I found out my partner cheated on me and I don't know what to do. Alright, so we have 1, 2, and 3. Since it's just you and I hanging out here, you can just type 1, 2, and 3 in the chat. You don't have to use exclamation point choose and then 1, 2, or 3. That's fine. What do you think might have led to this situation in your relationship? So you just found out? Did you go through their phone or something? Or have you considered scheduling a conversation with your partner about this? Scheduling a conversation? Who schedules conversations with their partners? If you have to schedule a conversation with your partner, I don't think your relationship's going great, but yeah, sure, we'll pick that one. I don't know if I can face them without breaking down completely. You can always. No, that's alright. You could always just keep avoiding it like you probably avoid everything else. It's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed by something this painful, or what if you wrote down your thoughts first to organize your feelings? Yeah. We're playing the therapist. Um, let's go with 3. They say said it didn't mean anything, but it still happened and hurts. So they gave you the classic cheater excuse. How original of them. What outcome would make you feel like you're making the right decision? Or sometimes people cheat when they feel disconnected. Does that resonate with you? 2 or 3, that's not helpful. Let's go with 3. Maybe we have been distant lately, but that doesn't justify their actions. You're right, their choice was wrong regardless of any relationship issues. Could addressing the disconnection help you both, even if you separate eventually? Or so you admit there were problems but still want to play the victim? 1. You're right, their choice was wrong regardless of any relationship issues. Thank you for validating my feelings. It really helps me right now. I'm glad I came today. You're giving me clarity on next steps. Well, at least you got something useful out of this whole mess. Keep focusing on those boundaries and what you truly need from this, or I'm here for you. Reach out if you need support before next time. 3. I really appreciate your kindness today. Thank you so much for listening. You're welcome. Have a great day. All right. Anyone else out here? No. It doesn't look like it. If your character doesn't appear today, they'll definitely be here tomorrow. All right. Arisha is dealing with abandonment. Pet the dog. Everyone I care about eventually leaves me, and I don't know why. Some of the advice is horrible. Yes, some of it's supposed to be funny. If you look up here, there's like a good versus evil. And we are a kind apprentice because we've been picking mostly good advice. But I guess you could be evil and be a terrible therapist if you wanted. Alright, so everyone I care about eventually leaves me and I don't know why. That sounds really painful and I want to understand what you're going through. Can you identify any patterns in how these relationships ended, or maybe you're pushing them away without realizing it? Dog. 2. Can you identify any patterns in how these relationships ended? I guess there might be some patterns, but it's hard to see. Let's explore this together at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. Stop whining about people leaving if you won't change anything. Or what steps could you take to strengthen one relationship this week? 1. Let's explore this together at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. I'm not sure if talking about this will actually help me. What would help you feel more secure in your current relationships? Your feelings are valid and we can work through this together safely, or you're being ridiculous if you think everyone's the problem. 1. What would help you feel more secure in your current relationships? My partner recently moved out and said they needed space for me. Oof. Let's create a plan for rebuilding connection with your partner gradually. What do you think needing space might mean from their perspective? Or, of course, they left. You're probably exhausting to be around. 2. Okay. What do you think needing space might mean from their perspective? Maybe they felt overwhelmed by how much I needed constant reassurance. So you admit you're needy and drove them away yourself. How could you ask for reassurance in ways that feel manageable, or recognizing the pattern is a huge step towards changing it? 2. How could you ask for reassurance in ways that feel manageable? Maybe I could try journaling instead of texting them constantly. I'm willing to try these new approaches and see what happens. You've done important work today, and I look forward to next time. Don't expect miracles just because you had one decent insight today, or start journaling, practice, and let me know how it goes. 3. I'm excited to try this new approach. See you next week. See you next week. Goodbye. Dog. Alright, no one's here. End the day. 3 p.m. It's a good time to end. 8 to 3. Alright, we treated 6 patients and they were all satisfied. Gained 10 karma. That's good. We earned $1,200. That's good. Start the next day here. Those of you hanging out on YouTube, I know it's Twitch integration, but you can just, type 1, 2, or 3 if you would like to put in a response as well. We're going to pay our bills. Ooh, we've got four appointments today. Whew. I'm gonna wait for Twitch to come back from their break. All right, it is Tuesday. We have 4 available patients. If you would like to be a patient, you just use !therapy if you're on Twitch. And you can also use !choose 1, 2, and 3 to help vote on our responses to whatever they are receiving treatment for. Okay, we got Lipa Rowe with bullying, Charlie with work stress, Isabel with inferiority, whatever, and Warrior is suffering from burnout. All right. All right. Let's do Isabel at 9. We'll do bullying last. Do Warrior at 10 and Charlie at 11. Burnout from putting up too many Christmas decorations. Oh. Well, hello there. Yeah, come on in. Let's deal with your complex here. Dog. Level 7. Alright. I always feel like everyone around me is better than I am. So you've decided everyone else got the good genes and you didn't. Where do you think these feelings of inadequacy originally came from? Or let's identify one specific situation where you can practice feeling more confident. 1, 2, or 3? 2? Where do you think these feelings of inadequacy originally come from? Maybe my parents always compare me to my older sister growing up. Oh, that happens a lot, dear. Let me guess. Sister was perfect and you were the family disappointment. That comparison must have been really painful for you as a child. This week, write down 3 things you do well each day. 2. That comparison must have been really painful for you as a child. I'm not sure where to start. It feels overwhelming to even try. Small steps are perfectly fine. We'll work through this together at your pace. Overwhelming means you're taking it seriously or just making excuses. Pick one interaction this week where you'll speak up about your opinion. 1. Small steps are perfectly fine. We'll work through this together at your pace. Thank you. I really appreciate you understanding how hard this is. At work, I constantly think my coworkers are judging my every mistake. Alright. Do your coworkers actually criticize you, or is this your internal narrative? Start documenting your accomplishments at work to review when doubts creep in, or are they really judging you, or are you just that fascinating? 1. Do your coworkers actually criticize you, or is this your internal narrative? No one has directly criticized me, I just assume they're thinking it. What evidence contradicts the belief that everyone is judging you negatively? So you're just imagining insults that don't exist? That's totally healthy. Or that gap between reality and your thoughts is where we can work. 3. That gap between reality and your thoughts is where we can work. That makes sense. I need to separate my fears from facts. I'm willing to work on challenging these thoughts more actively. Practice noticing evidence daily and we'll review next session. You're on the right path. Keep questioning those automatic thoughts. Or don't worry, you'll probably find something else to feel inferior about. You can give good or bad answers. It doesn't matter. That's what makes it fun. Because you can give bad answers, but you can save it by giving good answers, hopefully. Or you can just make them mad. It doesn't matter. 2. You're on the right path. Keep questioning those automatic thoughts. Okay, thank you. Thank you for helping me see things more clearly today. I think the next person is you. Let's look at the calendar. Yes, the next person is you, suffering from burnout. There we go. Here you are. Do we have anyone out here? We do not. Someone's coming though. This is a warrior here. They used exclamation point therapy and became a patient, and they are suffering from burnout. Who's this? Anna. You are suffering from family conflict. Okay. Hello, warrior. How may we help you today? I'm completely exhausted. I put up so many Christmas decorations, and I just can't keep going like this anymore. What do you think is the root cause of your exhaustion? Let's start by identifying one small change you can make this week, or sounds like someone needs a participation trophy for showing up to work. 1. Okay. What do you think is the root cause of your exhaustion? I don't know. Everything just feels like too much right now. Let's break this down into manageable pieces we can actually address. It's okay to not have all the answers when you're burned out, or too much is just an excuse for not prioritizing correctly. 2. It's okay to not have all the answers when you're burned out. I'm not sure one small change will be enough to fix this. Even small steps matter when you're feeling this overwhelmed and drained. Are you waiting for a magic solution to fall from the sky? Or what's one boundary you could set at work starting tomorrow? 2. Are you waiting for a magic solution to fall from the sky? That's really unhelpful and honestly pretty insulting to hear from you. Empathetic. She needs a slap in the face. Uh-huh. All right, I'm just trying to push you to see things differently. You're right, I apologize for that comment, or sometimes you need to hear the hard truth about your situation. 3, okay. Sometimes you need to hear the hard truth about your situation. If you keep talking to me like that, I'm going to leave. You're overreacting to some honest feedback about your choices. Let's focus on solutions rather than how I phrase things, or I sincerely apologize. That was completely out of line. 2. Let's focus on solutions rather than how I phrase things. You're really not listening to me or taking this seriously at all. My boss expects constant availability and I can't say no anymore. Start practicing saying no to requests that aren't truly urgent. Why do you think you struggle so much with setting boundaries? Or maybe your boss wouldn't ask so much if you seemed more capable. 3. Maybe your boss wouldn't ask so much if you seemed more capable. I can't believe you say something so dismissive and cruel. We need to stay focused on finding solutions for your burnout. Getting defensive won't solve your burnout problem, will it? Or, I hear your frustration and I want to help you through this. 2. Getting defensive won't solve your burnout problem, will it? I'm leaving. I don't need this from you. Oh, okay, bye. Go put up some more Christmas decorations. Oh, we've got a full house in here. Alright, who's next on our list? Charlie is dealing with work stress. That's bullying. Oh, okay. Alright. Please have a seat. Thank you. I'm so overwhelmed with work I can barely sleep at night anymore. Sounds like someone needs a participation trophy for doing their job. Let's create a plan to help you set boundaries with your workload. What what patterns do you notice about when the stress feels most intense? 1. It sounds like someone needs a participation trophy for doing their job. I came here for help, not to be made fun of. I was just trying to lighten the mood a bit. You're right, I apologize for being insensitive to your struggles, or I'm just saying what you need to hear, not sugarcoating it. 1 again, okay. I was just trying to lighten the mood a bit. This isn't about mood, I need actual help with my stress. My boss keeps piling on projects without considering my existing workload. Have you tried saying no, or are you just too scared? How do you typically respond when your boss assigns new projects, or schedule a meeting with your boss to discuss realistic workload expectations? 2. How do you typically respond when your boss assigns new projects? I usually just accept them because I don't want conflict. That avoidance pattern is likely contributing to your stress building up. Duh. What do you fear might happen if you express your concerns? Or, so you're a doormat at work and surprised you feel walked on? 1. That avoidance pattern is likely contributing to your stress building up. You're probably right. Avoiding things only makes them pile up worse. This has given me some real clarity on what to do. I'm really glad today was helpful for you moving forward. Well, at least you got something out of complaining for an hour. Or, great, put those insights into action and report back next week. 2. Well, at least you got something out of complaining for an hour. Yeah, okay. See you next session. Oh no, our good meter is slowly going down, dog. Oh, there's someone else out here. Hello, Melanie. You're suffering from depression. You don't see it only shows up when we're talking to the people. All right. Ibrahim is suffering from loneliness. I think we have one more seat. There you go. All right, who was next on the roster? Lipa was suffering from bullying. You were a psych major. Oh, nice. So are you enjoying this game then as a psych major? Okay, first of all, you do not look like you are a child in school. It does get a little repetitive. It is early access. It just came out on the 10th. There is a roadmap. They are planning on adding more illnesses and more response and stuff like that. And there's a store that you can spend money in, but that's also locked until they add it. But this dude definitely does not look like he should be in school. If he is, no wonder he's being bullied. The kids at school keep making fun of me every single day. You're being ridiculous. Kids tease each other all the time. And his name is Lipa. Yeah. Lipa. I mean, we could just drop the A and call you Lip. How's that? What specifically happens when they target you at school? That sounds really difficult, and I'm here to help you through this. All right, 2. We're doing 2. What specifically happens when they target you at school? They call me names in the hallway and push my books down. I believe you, and what you're experiencing is completely unacceptable bullying. I shall call the school immediately and tell the kids to stop bullying this grown man. Would you feel comfortable reporting these incidents to a school counselor? Probably is the school counselor. And that's pathetic. You're letting them get to you way too easily. 2. When you feel comfortable, would you feel comfortable reporting these incidents to a school counselor? They follow me around and take pictures to post online with mean comments. That didn't answer my question, man. Now I know why you're in school still. How does their behavior make you feel about going to school? We need to get your parents and school involved immediately. Or maybe you're doing something that makes them want to target you specifically, too. I'm scared they'll make it worse if I tell on them. That fear is understandable, but you deserve protection and support from adults. Let's work on a safety plan together. Or so you'd rather just keep suffering than actually do something about it. 2. That makes sense. Having a plan would make me feel more confident. I feel a little bit better about everything now after talking today. Okay. Remember to follow through on your plan and stay safe until then. Try not to be such a victim before our next session together, or I'm proud of your courage and I'll see you next week. Okay. Try not to be such a victim before our next session. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Ooh, it's gonna be a long day. Alright, we're gonna wait for the ad. Alright, yeah, that was everyone. Oh, what are the hours? Oh, we're only open until 3. Okay. I see. Oh, okay, my turn to give answers. All right. Loneliness, family conflict. I think depression was next. In we go. All right, Melanie here is suffering from depression. I feel so empty inside, like nothing matters anymore. When did you first notice yourself feeling this way? Let's start with one small thing you can do today to feel better, or sounds like someone needs a participation trophy for getting out of bed. When did you first notice yourself feeling this way? I'm not sure, maybe a few months ago? It's okay to feel uncertain. We'll work through this together. Can you identify what changed in your life around that time? A few months to figure out you're sad. That's some slow processing. Can you identify what changed in your life? I lost my job and my relationship ended around the same time. Let's create a daily routine to give your days more structure. Wow, two birds with one stone. At least you're efficient. Or those are major losses. How have you been coping with them? Let's go with three. Honestly, I've been isolating myself and sleeping too much. Sleeping all day, living the dream, I guess. Have you considered that withdrawing might be making things harder for you, or isolation can worsen depression? You deserve connection and support. Let's do two. Have you considered that withdrawing might be making things harder for you? I never thought about it that way before now. This has given me some new things to think about carefully. Don't think too hard, you might hurt yourself. Reflect on what we discussed and take one action this week. Take your time processing and know I'm here when you need me. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to go with number one. Don't think too hard, you might hurt yourself. Sure, whatever you say. Goodbye. Goodbye. Get out. Alright, next. Alright, these are probably going to be our last two patients for the night, and then it'll be time to end stream. So, do we want to do loneliness or family conflict first? Let's do loneliness. You look like. Oh, what's his name? The bald uncle from Wednesday. Ibrahim Patterson. I feel so alone all the time, like nobody really cares about me. That sounds really difficult, and I want to help you work through this. When did you first start noticing these feelings of loneliness? You're being ridiculous. Everyone feels lonely sometimes. Um, let's do that. Sounds really difficult. Dr. Evil. Oh, he does look like Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. You're right. Yes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting to everything. Your feelings are valid and we can explore this together. Stop whining and do something about it instead of complaining. Or what small step could you take this week to connect with someone? Ooh, let's do number three. I've tried reaching out, but everyone already has their own friend groups. What if you focused on one person and suggested coffee or lunch? Of course they do. You probably seem desperate and needy. Do you think fear of rejection might be holding you back? Let's do number one. What if you focused on one person and suggested coffee or lunch? That's actually a good idea. I can ask my coworker Sarah. Ooh. Why don't you text Sarah today and set something up this week? That sounds like a great first step towards building new connections. Sarah probably doesn't even like you, but go ahead and try. Um, Let's do number two. That sounds like a great first step toward building new connections. I feel more hopeful now. Like maybe things can actually get better. I'm going to really try this time and see what happens. Remember to follow through. You deserve connection and friendship. I'm proud of you and I look forward to our next session. Or don't mess this up like you mess up everything else. Alright, let's go with number 1. Remember to follow through. You deserve connection and friendship. I will. Thank you for believing in me today. Today I do. Maybe not tomorrow. A patient is blocking the door. Well, get the heck out of the way, man. Alright, you're the last patient. Let's deal with your family conflict, shall we? It's 3 o'clock. This is when we're supposed to close. I'm exhausted. Let's get this over with. My mom and sister won't talk to me anymore after our fight. Sounds like you really know how to clear a room. What specific steps can you take to reach out to them? Let's explore what might have caused this rift between you. Yes, let's explore. I guess I never thought about what I might have done wrong. Recognizing that is an important first step. Amazing how long it takes some people to figure that out. Or start by listing what you said during the argument. Ooh, yes. Tell me what you said during the argument. We fought about my dad's estate and who gets what. Money conflicts often mask deeper feelings about grief and loss. Fighting over money, how very classy of you all. Or consider scheduling a family meeting to discuss the estate calmly. Alright, fighting over money, how very classy of you all. You know what? I'm getting really tired of your attitude. I understand your frustration and I'm here to help you. At least you're consistent with pushing people away. Let's redirect our energy towards solving your family conflict. At least you're consistent with pushing people away. I'm leaving. This has been a complete waste. Oh, well, goodbye. Okay. Get out. I'm going to beat you to the elevator because my day is over. We treated 7 patients today. Holy moly. Oh no, this is our first negative karma gain. Oh no. We made 1,200. Nice. Alright, but unfortunately that is where I need to end stream for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out Therapy Simulator with me. It was a lot of fun. I would like to thank the devs and keymailer for giving me a code to this. I will be on tomorrow, yes. I do not know what I will be streaming, no. But I will be on tomorrow. Might actually even be on before 8 p.m. We'll have to see how the day goes. But I'm not sure, like I said, what I'll be streaming. I was thinking about streaming Food Processing Simulator again, but not positive about that one. Cool. See you tomorrow and try not to be a victim. This is a really fun game. I do think I want to wait and try it again once they have like the store open and maybe like an update with some more problems or whatever. So I do think we will come back to this game eventually. It was fun. It was fun. But yes, I will be on tomorrow night. Like I said, it will probably be before 8 p.m., but if not, it will be at 8 p.m. I do not know what I am streaming, but I will hopefully see all of you there. We are going to go over and raid Tree because he is streaming. So those of you on Twitch, don't go away. He's streaming Snow Runner, I think. That's what he's streaming, but he was in here earlier and said hey, so we're gonna go over and give him a hey. Be nice. Give him a follow. He does do Power Wash Simulator 2 sometimes. Have a wonderful evening. Those of you on YouTube, thank you for hanging out. Make sure you hit the like button, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow night.